Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning back in. But yeah, walking down to my shaman, and yeah, you kind of every few minutes you kind of cross these little creeks, of course, because they come down from the mountains. You know, if you were to walk that way for maybe, I don't know, 15-20 days, it'd be a nice long walk. It'd be a nice stroll. You'd eventually end up in the Ecuadorian mountains or the northern Peruvian sort of mountain hills. So yeah, that's where all this water comes from. Because see, as you can see, this is fresh running water. So you could actually pick this up and drink it, because this comes directly from the mountains. And behind here, no one really lives out there. Because if the longest I've walked is 7 days down deep into the jungle, cutting our way through. And you just don't encounter anybody living out there, you know what I mean? So yeah, this water comes straight from the mountains. It's fresh, it's clean. As long as it's running, you can drink it. If it's still, you can't drink it, because of course there's a possibility of bacteria forming in still water. But yeah, when it's like this, and as you can see, the current is pretty speedy today. But yeah, this will fill up by maybe like a month, 2 months time. I'm going to take you guys through here again, and so you can see as this fills up. Right now we'd be standing in probably about waist high of water, and all of this, and especially if you come out to these like open plains, see, this will be just all water. So back there, for a little bit further up past that little crossing bridge, I normally keep my little canoe out there. So during the sort of like end of March, April, May, up until June, during those 3 months when this is filled up with water, I just use my canoe to get to my shaman. And then also to get to Santa Maria, because right here, maybe 5-6 minutes, and you can reach the main branch of the Sinchikui River, which then sort of dumps out, the mouth of the Sinchikui River dumps out into the Amazon, right where the village of Santa Maria del Real is. So yeah, like sometimes I'll go to that village just to get some supplies and things, in emergency kind of things. As Santa Maria del Real is it's a pretty big village. So see some work being done over here. This is beautiful, man. Look at this. Wow, amazing. But yeah, I think the Yaguas have cut down a big Sashakaspi tree. I don't know what type of tree that is. It's like a cedar. It's a Caspi. Caspi is, I think, usually the closest sort of family member to like a cedar. But this is beautiful. Actually, on the way back, I'm gonna use my app. I've downloaded a new app called the Picture This. And it's one of these apps where you just snap a photo of something like that, and it'll tell you the age of the tree, and then it'll also tell you like the species of the tree. So we'll try it out. But man, this is beautiful. Look at this. It's got some spikes on it and everything. Gorgeous. Well, anyways, yeah, this is what the Yaguas do. They chop down a big tree. Of course, they use some of it to create and elevate these little walking bridges, because as these creeks rise, we're going to need to raise this a little bit. So they'll sometimes put stumps here just to raise it a little bit. But once it floods here, we'd be up to above waist high. So yeah, there's no way to raise anything. You just kind of you're left with using a canoe. But anyways, crossing these is always fun. You got your little handrail there. You got your main beam there. I wouldn't step on that little one, especially with my weight. But yeah, these creeks are amazing. And there's just like a a labyrinth of these little creeks. So as the water rises and they kind of fill up, it's really cool to just canoe up and down these creeks, get into the main branches, and there's all kinds of secret alleyways, and it's just amazing, man. It's just amazing. Amazing grace. Yeah, so we'll just keep walking down here, just up this little hill here, and we'll encounter my shaman's house. Shaman, curandero, there's a big debate now everywhere online. You know, some people still call them shamans, some people call them curanderos, which is basically what they're kind of like refer to themselves here, like between the locals. When you talk about a local village healer or someone, you know, in that capacity, they typically say curandero. You know, curandero is the sort of most accepted terminology here. You know, but there's all sorts of name. You know, spiritual leaders and spiritual gurus, and you know, I mean, since of course, you know, most of the world now comes out here for their ayahuasca and all kinds of other sort of psychedelic retreats and stuff. You know, the names of sort of local curanderos have taken on another dimension. You know what I mean? But yeah, nice little hill. Good for the old gut. Good for the old gut. Oh yeah, and one other tip, guys. Whenever you go to a shaman's house, if you ever do, always bring a bag of Apachos. It's a sort of customary greeting, well, not a greeting, but just a customary way of kind of, you know, if you come visit a healer, bring them some Apachos, the local tobacco, and you just kind of give them 2 or 3 or 4, you know, as a gesture of hey, hello, and then generally they'll surprise you with a gift of sorts. Hence how I got this beautiful husk. You often will find yourself visiting someone's house. Always, you know, never come empty-handed. Us sort of indigenous Polish people who were born in and around the east of Poland, near the Białowieża natural forest, which is, I think, the second largest natural forest, or actually it's the second largest forest in Europe, and I think the largest natural, because the largest forest in Europe lies in France, but that one was planted. That was planted artificially by Napoleon, so it's not natural. But Poland has Białowieża, which is the largest natural and second largest in general. But here we are, in my shaman's home. So what I'll do is, I got 8 minutes on the video, so let's see. There we are. We've come up to their Maloka, where he does his spiritual ceremonies, ayahuasca, kambo, various other. That's his old house. But this is the new Maloka. This is the new Maloka where they do the ayahuasca ceremony. So upon entering, you kind of meet and greet. There's Julio, his cousin. You meet and greet, exchange some gifts, and yeah, that's normally how we enter a village. So hasta la ciao ciao. I'll speak to you guys soon.